If you have ever wondered if you can utilize the law of attraction to manifest for another person, the short answer is yes, you can, but only under certain conditions. That other person must want the same thing because the law of attraction is based on a great desire for something. Remember, like attracts like. Yet, if you try to attract something to that person's life that he or she wants, at least in part, you will no doubt succeed in your plan. On the other hand, if that person does not desire it in the least, the law of attraction will not succeed in manifesting it in their lives. Also, you can't manifest a love relationship with someone who doesn't want to be in a love relationship with you. Imagine for a moment that someone you don't like at all tries to make you fall in love with him or her through the law of attraction. You probably thought there is no way he or she is going to make that happen. So the same goes for you, my dear. The law of attraction works by attracting possibilities to yourself. These opportunities are usually set with your specific goals, whether it's business, love, etc. Now that you have this in mind, to achieve your goal, you are the one that has to take some action. You don't think anyone else will do that for you, do you? Imagine that you want to help someone make more money through the law of attraction. Also imagine that that person is not trying to make money at all and is actually quite lazy. The answer to the question of whether he or she will earn it is quite clear. Manifesting cannot help here. As you can see, when it comes to manifesting for others, it's not as simple as it may seem. The only way to help other people achieve something is to awaken in them a desire for certain things which are good for them. Inspire them, motivate them, explain to them the law of attraction, and tell them that anything is possible with enough desire and inspired action. I often come across questions from parents about whether they can manifest for their children. Dear parents, know that even though your children are yours, they are still a person for themselves. Therefore, the same applies as stated earlier. Your children are the ones who have to take responsibility for themselves, and your role is to guide them on the right path in life. In that case, it would be good to pass on to them your knowledge of the law of attraction, so let it be their secret weapon, in addition to following inspired action, of course, to achieve their set goals. Manifesting might transpire through the parent for the child in the case that the child is very small and still very dependent on the other, in the most dependent sense when it has not yet developed a personality. The question of whether we can manifest jobs for others, for example, your husband, wife, sister, brother, etc., is very complex. Yes, it's possible, but again, that person must equally want a job and strive to achieve its goal. For example, if you and your husband would like it equally, while both were visualizing his dream job, plus he is actively trying to find it, it's a winning combination. Of course not. The world would be a horror movie if this were a possible task. If you are wondering, then how did I happen to think of something negative about someone and then something negative happens to them? It's not that it's a coincidence, because there is no such thing as coincidence. Yes, fate is real. Coincidence, no. Everything that happens to each of us in our lives is our responsibility. So if something negative happens to someone, they may have a chronic negative mindset, which is low vibration. The universe will manifest for you what you are vibrating back into the world. If you're vibrating negativity, that is what you'll receive. With that in mind, stop thinking negative about someone else. It's only affecting you. But don't worry, no one can manifest your death this way, and neither can you. So as you can deduce from this, manifesting for someone else is much more complicated than you imagined, and sometimes even impossible. But suppose you still can't get rid of that desire to help another person. In that case, I have some suggestions for you. Talk to this person and explain to him or her why you think the law of attraction would help him or her. Give some positive examples that will inspire and encourage that person to achieve their goals, whether they're your personal manifestation success stories or other ones that you can find on YouTube. Remind that person every day how much he or she has and is worth already. Remind him or her that gratitude is vital to a happy and successful life. Visualize daily what you want for that person. This will accelerate the realization, of course, with the necessary his or her action. Manifesting with the law of attraction for another does not work as easily as you probably thought. But don't let that disappoint you. Of course, in addition to being able to help yourself, you can also help others only by awakening their motivation and desire for success, or something more specific. If that person starts wanting and at the same time takes the inspired action and then visualizes it all, success will be inevitable. That's all for today, guys. Much love, good vibes, and choose to be happy. Peace.